everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amber and I'm so glad you've joined me today for my weigh-in Wednesday. I know it's been a few weeks, you guys. It's actually been several weeks. Well, you know, when I go through my weigh-in Wednesday videos, I usually like to recap the week before and go through what my goals are for the coming week. Well, since it's been so long, let's just recap the last month, shall we? Well, September 1st was that disastrous CT scan that I had that allergic reaction to. And then I was recovering from that for a couple weeks. And I had 2 urgent care visits, I had 2 ER visits, and a hospital stay after that. So yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot to recover from. It was horrible. And I am so glad that I am so much better. I tell you what, when you're so sick and then you recover, it just makes you so grateful for good health. So grateful. So yeah, so obviously during that whole time, I was not tracking anything. I was trying to survive. And then the last couple weeks, hubby and I have been away for our fall grand adventure to New Hampshire, and we decided to drive this time. So it was 1,500 miles going and 1,500 miles coming back. We took 3 days to get up there. We stayed for a week and then 3 days to get home. So, you know, we did a little bit of hiking while we were gone, not as much as last year. I didn't really feel like I had my energy back, and honestly, neither did hubby. We actually had to take him to the ER when we were up there. Oh my goodness, he had this place on his chin that was really looking infected. It was growing and getting larger by the day. And so I said, no, we need to get that checked out. So he went to the ER because there aren't that many hospitals and urgent cares in the area where we were. So we found one, thankfully, and they were super wonderful. Of course, I had to stay in the car while hubby went in, but he got some antibiotics. It was an infection. And so he was on antibiotics during our trip, which that's always fun if, you know how that is. Stomach troubles. But anyway, we made the best of it. So suffice to say, we were not as active as we have been in the past. Plus, it was very rainy. But you know what? We made the best of it. So yeah, so more sitting this last time. And then, of course, sitting during our driving. I have to tell you, when you're traveling, you know, like I said the other day, you're just kind of at the mercy of what is available. And although we do make it a point to stop by grocery stores and stock up on healthy foods, you know, some rotisserie chicken, some fruits and veggies. But when we go to a restaurant, you know, you just never know what you're gonna have. I did eat a lot of fish, haddock and salmon, but you know, we did indulge in some things, some bread and things like that we might not normally, but we enjoyed ourselves. And when I was in Amish country, I got dessert one time when I was away. Probably the only time since our last family birthday celebration. But they had on the menu this chocolate peanut butter pie, and it was calling my name. And oh my goodness, after I ate it, of course, hubby, he only had one tiny bite because he's trying to stay away from sugar. But after I ate it, I felt like I had consumed a brick because I don't normally eat things like that. I was like, oh, I do not have to be a member of the Clean Your Plate Club. I do not. But yeah, so lots of sitting. I still feel like I am retaining water from all the sodium and just sitting. So yeah, just got back Sunday night. Today is Wednesday. Hit the ground running with, you know, just life, things around here. Just got in from running some errands. So I'm finally sitting down to talk to you guys. So that is my month in review. No tracking. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I've been on this weight loss journey for a little more than 2.5 years. And I have to say, this is the most extended period that I have not tracked. I'm using the Lose It app now. I started my journey, of course, with Weight Watchers, and I ended my journey with them in the spring. But yeah, I'm enjoying the Lose It app, but because of, the whole allergic reaction and then just being away on vacation, I made up my mind ahead of time before we left that I was going to enjoy myself, but within moderation, within reason. And I think I did. I think I stayed within those parameters. So I think the last weigh-in, I said I was, I believe, 186. And I will tell you, I think before we left, I think I was between 186 and 187. So got on the scale Monday morning, already with the knowledge in, the reality, knowing that it was not a true weigh-in on Monday because we had just gotten in from a long road trip. But, because I generally, when I'm home, I weigh myself every day. I wanted to see what it would say. Well, it said 191, and I was like, all right, back to the basics. So then Tuesday, I weighed myself yesterday, and it was 189. I said, that is more like it. That is more like it. Trying to drink more water. Of course, hubby and I always buy cases and cases of water on our road trips, and when we're away, we always drink a lot of water. But I still feel like I was not drinking as much as I would if I were home, of course. And then got on the scale today, it's 189.8. So, you know what, all things considered, that I haven't tracked for over a month. And we did splurge and have some things, I had stuffed haddock, this one restaurant that we like up there. I think I had the stuffed haddock 2 or maybe 3 times, and it had a rich creamy sauce, crab meat and lobster sauce. It was divine. But you know what, I said once a year, that's what I treat myself to, and that is okay. That is okay. So yeah, 189.8. Not going to stay there though. So what do I plan to do moving forward? Well, I can tell you, I plan to get on the treadmill and my Zaz whole body vibration machine. It's 3 o'clock right now. I am definitely going to get on the Zaz machine at a minimum today because I feel like my lymphedema in my legs is kind of bad right now just from all this sitting. But yeah, I'm going to really focus on movement, some form of exercise every day. My last follow-up appointment with my primary care, we talked about my whole allergic reaction thing, and then I did mention to him that I was frustrated with my weight loss journey. And so we talked a little bit about that. He said, I would refer you to a dietitian, but you already know what to do. Having lost, 65 pounds. Which he's right. Food-wise, I do know what to do. And then, so it's going to boil down to, we agreed on more activity. So that is my focus. And that is definitely something that I'm going to be working on. It's still very hot here in Florida. Otherwise, I may go out for some morning walks. We'll see. Or I may just stick with my treadmill. Here, I really enjoy this one program where you can take a walk through London, and it's honestly, they go through the history of different buildings as you're walking through. I love it. So I might do that. It makes it interesting as you walk along. The only thing I don't like about that particular program is it's very hilly. And so sometimes my lower back doesn't like that. So I can't do that every day, but maybe once a week. But yes, that is my action plan. When you're on a 103-pound weight loss journey, when you're on any kind of weight loss journey, honestly, there will be hills and valleys, ups and downs, because, weight loss is just never a straight trajectory onward and upward to your goal. It's just never that way because life happens, Sometimes my back is raging and I can't do the exercises that I want to do. or sometimes, you have an allergic reaction that you weren't counting on. Life happens, but like my doctor says, don't give up. And I said, oh no, I'm not giving up. I've come too far. And so that is my encouragement to you guys. If you are on a weight loss journey or wellness journey, and it seems like a ways to go before you reach your goal, just keep going. It doesn't matter really how long it takes you to get there, because like I have said, even once I reach my goal of 145 pounds, I will have the rest of my life to maintain that. And honestly, maintenance is a lot like the weight loss phase. You still have to be mindful. You still have to implement all those healthy choices, the active lifestyle. You still have to do all of that. So you never get away from it, truly. So, whether it takes you 1 year or 5 years, it doesn't really matter. The real focus is, the real key is to never give up, to keep your eye on the prize. So for me, I was at 248 pounds in December of 2018 when I started. 248 pounds following 3 surgeries and cancer. And I was really at a crossroads health-wise. My labs were not good. I was pre-diabetic. My heart was not happy. I was having chest pains and all sorts of things going aflutter. So I had to make some changes. And that was when the cardiologist that I was seeing at the time really kind of lit a fire under me. And as annoying and condescending as he was, it was effective. So here I am. So I will always be grateful for that mean old cardiologist. And I use that term lightly because you know what? He put me on a path where I was really, for the first time, really focusing on losing the weight. It was kind of a new thing that I had picked up 50 pounds following all those surgeries, but I already, even before the surgeries, I needed to lose 50 pounds following, kids and life and kind of a sedentary lifestyle, even though I had, seasons where I would really, try to walk a lot, do the treadmill a lot, this and that. It seemed like I was never getting anywhere. But since then, I have read a lot of books. I have, just kind of done things trial and error, as with anything in life. But I think tenacity is the number one key. Just never giving up. And I see so often that, women in particular, as we age, sometimes we kind of give up. Sometimes we kind of say, you know what, we're getting older and that's why we're picking up the weight. Or we have this health condition and we kind of use it kind of as an excuse not to try. And that's not good, because there's always something that we can improve on while still extending grace to ourselves. And I'm all about grace, I'm done with the whole perfection thing. I am very type A, as you all have heard me talk about, but I also am learning to give myself grace during this journey. When I first started on this weight loss journey, I lost 55 pounds the first year. And I thought, wow, at this rate, I'll be done next year and it'll be awesome. Well, the second year, being last year, I lost 10 pounds. That was a little less than stellar. And then this year, I've done a lot of maintaining. And as of today, I've gained a couple pounds from my trip and all of the recent events. So here we are. So the question is, what are we going to do with it? What am I going to do? Well, what I'm going to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other until I reach my goal. Doesn't matter how long it takes me to get there. So thank you for coming along this journey with me. All of the ups and the downs. Maybe your journey looks a lot like mine. But I would encourage you, just to never, ever, ever give up. Always believe in yourself. Always believe that you can do it. That you can wake up tomorrow, a brand new day, and start something new. You know, and I think that's the key, taking these healthy habits one bite at a time. You know, maybe you want to start drinking some green tea as it helps our metabolism. Maybe you want to set a goal to walk maybe 2 days a week. You know, my nature is to say, we're going to do this every day. And then when I fall off the wagon, then I get discouraged and then I stop or don't do anything. So, you know, start small, start somewhere, and make it attainable. And before long, you will reach your goal. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me through life's ups and downs, but I am determined to get to 145. I am. I will get there. So comment below. I always love to hear from you guys. How are you doing with your weight loss journey? What's working for you lately? Or what's not working for you? But until next time, I will see you soon. God bless.